This video is sponsored by Serious Readers, the lighting company. Made in the UK, the Serious Light range offers a solid build and high quality lighting solution for all your hobby needs. The high definition light that I use comes with adjustable head and neck, adjustable beam and dimmer, low heat and low energy, and boasts the closest match to real daylight using LED daylight wavelength technology. Good lighting is essential for hobbying on a small scale and for protecting your eyes from strain. Lights come with a 30-day free trial and 5-year warranty, and when you use the link and code in the video description below, you'll receive a free compact light with your order. Happy painting and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points, Tau versus Adeptus Custodes. This is a league battle. This is the last of our qualifying games here. So a chance for these two factions to qualify. Both have the potential to go through. We'll update you on the current status of the league here for Season 10 as we plan to close out the season and establish a channel champion. Before I run through the list here for the Tau, just call out the patrons at gold level. Get names shouted out at the start of all of our games, and also Patronic dice to use at some point during the game. So that's Andrew Swan, Bjork the Zog Puncher, Gary Kunkel Thrall the Silent King, Chris Comiskey, Chris Heim, Dave Humphreys, Drew Gums, Dylan Moore, Unstoppable, Longbow BB, Andrea Stuer, Marcus Anthony, Maxwell Knuckles, Nathan Paxton, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Almo, Ray Cross, Samuel Penaneri, Scott Costello, Carl Roden, the artist formerly known as Veej, Travis and Jen, Tyler Schwab, Tyler Summers, and Darren Gardner. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. Call out the silver level patrons at the end of the game, and you can check out the end credits for all of those, including those supporting at bronze. And the proceeds help to support the running of the channel and also SSWG War Games Club. So big thanks to them for their support. So what we'll do is we'll run through the Tau list first. So I'll take command of the Tau in this game, and then I had Mike Walker's here to run his Adeptus Custodes army. So for the Tau, running a battalion detachment, and it's Tau Sept, the crucial reroll, hit roll, wound roll per unit when they shoot or fight. HQ choices, I've taken 3. First up is Long Strike here over on the left hand side, taking the Railgun, Smart Missile Systems, and 2 Seeker Missiles out of that Hammerhead. Then taking the Cadre Fireblade across here, the Olortu's Lantern, however it's pronounced, relic being granted to him 66 marker light shots instead of the 1. Then the third HQ choice is Ghost Tide. It's the Enforcer Battlesuit Commander. Quadruple Fusion Blaster being taken for him. 2 marker drones being taken. And then the Warlord trait is Precision of the Hunter, so reroll hits and wounds. And then the relic is the solid image projection unit. So I've just marked it here over one of Shadow Sun's drones. But the first time he fails a save, the damage is transferred through to that drone, and it changes it to damage 0, and that can be done each turn. So useful enough trying to add a bit of protection to him. Then on to troops. 3 strike teams, squads of 10, all with pulse rifles, and each of those squads taking a marker drone. Then taking a squad of 10 breachers, no further upgrades for them. On to elites, is a hazard battle suit from Forge World, taking the fusion cascades. Then a crisis battlesuit team, squad of 3, all equipped the same. So cyclic iron blaster, fusion blaster, and plasma rifle being taken for those. One of them has taken an iridium battlesuit, just granting it 2-up armor save. I've taken 4 gun drones and 2 shield drones for that squad as well. And then the third elite's choice is the Ghost Kill here, taking 2 stealth drones, fusion collider, and double fusion blaster for that battle suit. Then on to heavy supports, hammerhead number 2, equipped the same as long strike. And then broadsides here, 2 squads of 2. The first squad there at the back with the heavy rail rifles, twin plasma rifle, and each of them taking a Seeker missile, and also a shield drone with that squad. Second squad taking the high yield missile pods, the twin smart missile systems, and then a shield drone being taken for that squad, and they're also carrying Seeker missiles as well. That's the list here for the tower. It's done well enough so far, but each faction's playing 2 games. Tower played 1, which they did well enough, but they need another decent performance here to pick up enough points, potentially, to qualify. Same for the Adeptus Custodes. A good enough performance from them should put them through as well. But we'll give you a good idea of exactly what's going on. I'll show you the leaderboard in just a moment. What we'll do next is take a look at the Adeptus Custodes. Alright, so 2,000 points of Adeptus Custodes. We'll let Mike Walker run through what he has.
So this is my 1995 battalion detachment. Starting off in the HQ, I have Trajan Flores, who's my warlord. I have a shield captain, or I have a captain on a Dawn Eagle jetpack. And I've paid heavy on the CP for him because I've given him Radiant Mantle, Superior Creation, and the relic Castellan's Mark. Under the troops, I've got Sagittarian Custodians, and then I've also got 2 Custodian Guards, 3 with Spear and 1 with Sword and Board in each of the 2 units. On to my elites, I have a unit of 6 Alaris Terminators, 1 Contemptor Dread, and 3 of the Custodian Wardens. And lastly, my fast attack, I have a unit of 5 bikes.
Alright, so that's the list here. So what does his collection of traits and relics do?
Right, so the Radiant Mantle is, it'll be -1 to hit when he's targeted. Superior Creation was anyone's lost on a 5-up, he doesn't lose them.
Right.
And then the Castellan's Mark is I can redeploy 2 units anywhere within my home deployment zone, or I can put them into strategic reserve.
Right, that's pre-game or like?
Yes, pre-game.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so well equipped commander here. So that's the list for the Adeptus Custodes. We'll see how well they do against the Tower. The fear is that the Tower have, well, they boast their firepower, that is their strength, and a hyper elite force may well suffer. We'll see what happens. Adeptus Custodes, they do need to be respected for sure. They did very well in their previous battle, and they certainly could cause trouble here for the Tower. So that's the 2 lists. We'll call out Phoenix Lords. It's top level support and YouTube channel membership. They get name shouted out and also unit allocation for all of our battle reports. So Ed Pharaoh here on the Dreadnought. These are the Imperial players here. Chef, something choppy, so put him onto the Alaris Terminators. Amy Ammo onto the Sagittarian Guard. Michael Fry, Space Marine player, put him onto the regular Custodes squad just there. Andrea Stewart been put onto the Bikers here. That's a big allocation for him. And then Richard Andrea has gone onto the commander on the bike. Captain on Dawn Eagle jet bike as his full title. Okay, so that's Phoenix Lords allocated with Adeptus Custodes. And then Phoenix Lords here, Mike's just clarifying Emperor's Chosen they're running as.
Yeah.
So you just ignore mortal wounds on 4+.
4+.
Useful, because I can kick out mortal wounds for sure. Okay, so Mike's got a bit of protection against that. Phoenix Swords across here, Longbow BB onto Long Strike to partner up with him for this game. Daniel Cunningham fighting alongside in Hammerhead number 2. Lucas Brown onto the broadsides there at the back. Mephisto, Tau player, put him onto the Ghost Kill for this game. Chris Comiskey onto the Crisis Battlesuit, so it's the Comiskey Crisis team here. JP, something sneaky, so we put him onto potentially the Deep Striking Hazard Battlesuit. And in command here on Ghost Tide today is Ben Shaw, so that's the Phoenix Lords allocated. We'll take a look at the leaderboard, give you an idea of what's going on with the league. Okay, so this is the state of the league. This is the games we've played. We've got one game left across here, Custodes versus Tau. We've been tracking the points being scored by all the factions. So you can see Mike's Custodes have scored 80 points on their first game. It's a very, very good score. Tau got 72. So both armies have done well in the first game. It sets them up potentially to go through. Mike's army just on the brink of qualifying. It's the top 8 armies that will go through to the knockout stage. And then for the Tau, they're down here at 11th, but we reckon both armies potentially could go through. Admech have qualified at the moment, but they're on the brink of dropping out here. Their total's 81, so Mike needs to score 2 points to get past the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Space Wolves, for both armies to qualify, they've got to kick out the Space Wolves and the Admechs. The Space Wolf total, which is an interesting one, is 119 points to chase here for both sides. Other armies that have qualified, Orcs have flown through. The My Necrons here have gone through. The Thousand Suns have gone through. Grey Knights, that's Tom. Mike's Necrons have done well. We've got double Necron representation here. 2 dynasties vying for the crown. Drukhari have made it through. And then Space Wolves will go through if both these armies don't pick up enough points. So that's the state of the league. We're virtually at the stage of doing the draw to see which armies will go through or randomise as much as we can. For the knockout stage, which will switch over to sudden death. So the winner will be the winner will go through, and the loser will be knocked out, and we'll work our way through to the grand final. Hopefully at the end of the year to establish a channel champion. And those battles will be spread out across YouTube and then YouTube channel membership as well. So if you want to catch all the action, then do become a channel member to see all of the battles taking place. So we've done some mathematics, so we reckon Mike needs 40 points. Whether he wins or loses this game is almost an irrelevance as such. Just trying to qualify is the key to do that, to get past the Admech and the Space Wolves. 40 points required in this game, which certainly is doable, but it's not guaranteed. The Tau, as we scored less points in the previous game, so we need 48 points, which again is doable, but not guaranteed. So both armies need to prioritise raking those points in. So the other twist to this game is one army or the other really could mess things up for the for the other and try and stop those points going through. We'll see, but that's the totals that are needed. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next for this league battle. All right, so we have a scenario randomly determined here. Recover relics from Warzone Nephilim. So playing from end to end in this game. 6 objectives on the board. Plenty of objectives to chase. 1 in each deployment zone and then 4 in no man's land. So Tau at this end marked by the orange dice. Home objective just in between the buildings over there. 2 no man's land objectives. This one and the other one across the other side. No man's land objectives for the Adeptus Custodes. Just one on the corner of the walls or the barricades, and then across the other side, one next to that building, and the home objective just there next to the container. So that's the objectives in this game. There's 6 of them in total. Start of the command phase, turn 2 onwards. Control of 1 or more objective is worth 4 points. 2 or more is worth another 4 points. And if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. For picking up command points, they're only gained if you control an objective marker in no man's land, but they're close enough to deployment zones. You've only got to nudge forwards a little bit to count as being in control of those. And then you get a bonus command point if you're able to do it, and that is to the control of the opponent's home objectives. An extra command point available. The second part of the primary objectives here, break them body and soul. It's a progressive objective. So you get a point for each unit destroyed, and that can be a maximum of 3 points per turn. So kill points, basically, also available. We'll go on to secondaries now. Each side will pick 3. So secondaries have been chosen. Tau have gone for no prisoners. That's just totaling up the tally, dividing it by 10, and then picking up points for that. Just trying to, it's not a popular choice. We're just trying to get points that are going to get some points coming for at least, just to push towards that total of 48. Nephilim data, it's being chosen. That's performing actions in table quarters, then behind enemy lines. I reckon there's a big enough deployment zone here, which we could try and get some units inside that during the game. Mike's played behind enemy lines as well, interesting. Retrieve Nephilim data, the same as me as well. And then Auric Mortalis. What is that? Pray tell.
Well, I can total it out at 15 points if I can kill your commander.
No way.
In close combat, and that you're not in my deployment zone.
Right.
So it's 5 if I kill him. I think it's another 5 if I kill him in combat.
Right.
And then another 5 if it's not done in my deployment zone.
Oh boy, it's a noble crusade for sure. But the Commander Ghost Tide may well try and avoid the Custodes. We'll see what happens, but there is a massive price on his head for sure. So that's secondaries chosen for both sides. We'll now start alternating, placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mat is from gamemat.eu, and also using some of the terrain from their industrial terrain set, which is these buildings across here, that larger structure across there as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats, all shapes and sizes, double-sided mats available from them as well, and then also a wide variety of pre-painted terrain sets as well. If you use the link in the video description below, you'll also see a discount code for gamemat.eu as well. Alright, so deployment done for both sides. Custodes squad deploying just behind here. Just to clarify terrain, so we're playing obscuring on these, this one. Playing obscuring on that one. We'll play the hard edge, so it's going to be measured from just the hard edge of the buildings. This building across here and the building across the other side. So there is some advantage at this end of the board for the Adeptus Custodes, some decent buildings to protect them. And then across here, no man's land, pipes. AdMech terrain here, some -1 dense cover firing through. The pipes will offer some protection and cover, it will slow things down as well for infantry. The barricades here as well. And then there's some regular Munitorum armoured containers positioned across the board. We'll play these as exposed positions. Units on top won't get cover. Infantry sheltering behind, such as these, if they're shot at from here, they can claim light cover from the buildings as well. So that's the basics for the terrain here in this game. Now, these bikes can redeploy potentially. Mike has the ability to redeploy some units. But bikers, for now, in the middle of the board, they may decide just to stay there. The captain just deployed behind them. And then just come around to the other side of the board. Sagittarium Guard here, with their firepower support, the Wardens, Trajan Valoris, and then the second squad of regular Custodes there on the right-hand side. There are some reserves here. The Alaris Terminators to deep strike in, and Mike's paid a CP to deep strike in with the Dreadnought as well, which I think is wise enough. Wandering around the table whilst the tower operates, Mike's going to deep strike it in as an option. For the tower, I had one strike team here, obviously getting ready to move out onto this objective. I had a cautious infiltration in by the Ghost Kill, the CP bonus there we can pick up at the start of the game for being in range of that. And within some kind of striking distance across here, but the shape of this may well change. We'll see what happens and see what Mike decides to do. And then back around to the other side of the table, the majority of the tower units deploying over in this corner. So the double hammerheads, broadsides here with the heavy rail rifles. One strike team across here, and just nestled in amongst them is the Cadre Fireblade. The Crisis Battlesuits here pairing up with the Commander. And then broadsides anchoring the central home objectives. That's deployment done for both sides. Towers setting up shop here mostly, with some other units on the fringe. Oh, we do have reserves actually. Paid a CP for each of the squads here. So one strike team of the Breachers. That's for Nephilim data. Going to flank with those, and then just deep striking in here with the Hazard Battlesuit as a reserve option for the tower. That's deployment done for both sides. So, the Emperor's Finest. fight against the towers. We'll do a calculating game this one. There's a points total for both sides to chase. Perhaps will ring a bell once you reach the tally, if you can. Here we go. I'm Xenos Scum. It's a 2, and it's a 4. Is that good? Custodes going first.
I don't know. I'll let you know at the end.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. Mike may well have some redeploys to do. We'll see what happens, but he knows he's going first here. So we'll go on to turn 1 for the Adeptus Custodes. Yeah, no, it's a subtle redeploy here on turn 1. So Mike shifted the bikes across to his right, and the captain's relocated to the very edge of his deployment zone. He's now there. Mike's gearing up for an assault across in this direction. So he's gone for the attack. Or has he taken the bait? That's the question. You're okay. You can make your move. With the bikers and the captain, they've got to get on and do something in this game. They can't hold back or slink around. We saw that in the previous battle report, actually, with the Custodes. The early use of the bikers proved to be successful. And I think that's the wise choice to make here. But there is that risk involved here with moving out with the bikes. But that is much must be risked in war, as they say. So we'll let Mike make his move here. He's going to go for the kill here against the ghost skill, is the plan. And then possible further break-ins into tower territory. But we'll let Mike make his first move with the Custodes.
Inches. They've moved around slightly. They've stayed still to do.
Yeah, movement's quite straightforward here. Moving up, just getting just within range of the objective marker, just around the corner. Getting into position here again, just pushing up a little bit. Then Custodes squad across the other side, just sheltering behind that building for now. And the biker, the move has been done with the bikers here, so shifting across with these, and the shield captain has made it as far as there. So. It's brutal stuff here. This is Mephisto, the Phoenix Lord, about to be set upon by the bikers. But it's a harsh existence at times for the Phoenix Lords. They are put onto the units that potentially see the most action. So Mephisto seems to be in trouble for sure. But he has picked us up a command point here at the start of the game because we were in control of a no man's land objective. But that's movement done. Very straightforward here by the Adeptus Custodes. We'll go on to their shooting next. All right, so just discussing options here for Mike. He's going to put all the rapid fire bolters into the ghost kill, just try and whittle some wounds down that, potentially strip the drones away as well. And then salvo launcher. How many of them? One?
Two.
They're going across here into the crisis battle suits. So this is the plan. The other thing is, with the bikers going out, we saw it in the previous game, when they are committed, the Tau will have to deal with them, so they will act as a nice distraction unit for sure. They'll keep the Tau preoccupied for a couple of turns at least.
Yes.
Or beyond, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Right. Where do you want me to roll this now? Because there's a lot of dice.
There's a lot of dice, you can roll it anywhere you wish into the pit of doom.
I got it. And here. So, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Oh, hitting on -1 to hit rolls.
-1 to hit
For
rolls?
stealth, yes.
Ah, right, so 3s. Take away the 2s first.
Yeah, Smite can still reroll his 1s. That's for the captain nearby. So stop some shots coming through, not bad. As they fire at a mirage. And there's a few more misses. It's going to be 5s to wound. Okay. Yeah, so ignore the drones for toughness here. So it'll be toughness 7 for the ghost skills. It's going to be 5s.
5s, yeah.
Just to get those wounds stripped away as much as possible. Okay, this is a good view.
2, 4.
Oh, there's a lot here.
6,
Ooh.
8, 10.
10.
No AP.
So I should pass 7-ish. I'll immediately dedicate this to Patreons here. So Patreons, we've got a longbow BB for this one. And we're going to try and get as many 3+ as we can. If we roll well enough, have rolled below average here. Oh, it's bang on. No, it's below average. Only 3+. So we failed with 5. And those, I've put those onto the ghost kill itself. So it's going to take the damage here, trying to preserve the drones for close combat. But the ghost kill has taken the hits, dropping down to 7 wounds left. Yeah, so the idea of keeping the drones alive is I can use a stratagem to intervene with one of those at least, just to try and preserve close combat attacks from coming through, or damage coming through. We'll see what Mike rolls up when he does go in for the kill here. But ghost kill and drones remain alive for now. Salvo launchers.
Yeah, just under the... Are they any negatives to hit?
No, they're all good.
So 2s, rerolling 1s.
Yeah, nice and reliable.
There we go.
Okay.
And then strength 8.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. And I get my free reroll now.
Okay. And what's that for? Just to...
That's for the Emperor's Chosen.
Right, okay, right, fine. That's similar to me. Tau Sept, 3-roll, hit roll, and a wound roll. Cool. Touche.
I can only pick one or the other. I can either roll a hit or a wound.
Got it.
Not both.
Okay. So I'm going to allocate these to shield drones. 4-ups. And we block both. Shields hold. Okay, so stopped those 2 rounds from coming through. The drones doing their job. Right, Captain's going to fire into the ghost kill. Hits on a 4. Wounds. Okay, I will allocate that to a stealth drone. And its AP minus is going to be enough just to kill it. So now that one of those is going to go, keeping one drone remaining alive. Yeah, that's 5 power done. There was one shot here from, was it a spear?
Yeah, just here.
Yeah, and it was a miss because of the stealth technology. Okay, so shooting phase is finished. Just the bikers moving out from behind cover here, going for the attack. So charges next.
Yes. The bikes first then.
The biker's going to go in first. I think I'm going to have to go for Overwatch here with my Fisto. So here we go, just hunting for 6s. The last gasp here from him. No, that's the Fusion Collider. And 2 Fusion Blasters. Yeah, nothing. Alright, Mike's free to charge in, to swarm in for the kill.
Held my breath. Bikes.
What the... It's alright, you've made it in. Dear me. Snake eyes.
Hey, you had the game with Tom where he says, what does Mike play like?
Dice rolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake eyes. Okay.
Lots of ones.
The redeploy helped, and Mike's closed the range here. A double 1 will still get him into close combat, just about.
Yeah.
Alright, so charge has gone in. Just shuffling in 2 inches. Captain rolled 9, so he's flown in, swung around the back just there. But that's the fight, the ghost kill. Now in serious trouble. Mike's going to go with the captain first of all. And he will see how well he gets on in close combat and then decide whether or not to use any kind of stratagems with the bikers. I'd imagine Mike can just fight without any kind of strats and see how he gets on. He's picking up the Andrew Swan dice, top of the stack here, Ultramarines. And he's Custodes as well. Oh, pure Imperial player here. Good choice.
So 6 attacks, hit on 2s.
Okay, 2 hits. We'll mix that one. So I'm toughness 7.
I'm strength 7, but +1 to hit, or +1 to wound if I charged.
Yep.
So 3s.
Okay.
With 1 reroll. Reroll. And
a CP reroll on top of that.
CP reroll on top of that.
Yeah, what's left, the biker should be able to take him down, no problems. The captain's just to try and push him further towards the abyss here before the bikers finish the ghost kill off. So look at AP minus
3, 2 damage.
Okay, 3 saves, a 6+. Has to go on the ghost kill. Nothing. So you can drop me down to a single wound left. So truly we are doomed. We may see a little bit of a Hollywood moment here in just a second.
Remember.
What's that?
Misericordia.
Ah, Misericordia. Yeah, right.
So
well done, Mike.
2, 3. Oh no.
It's probably the most forgotten thing for Custodes players. So that's missed, the Misericordia. Alright, so next to the bikers. 5 of them fighting here. Just 2 wounds to strip away.
Vortex.
Okay.
2 reroll ones.
Yep, here it comes.
You're not negative to hit in close combat.
No, it's only for ranged. Yeah. These will be so reliable. There's another one just there.
Oh, yeah.
Not that it's going to make much difference. They've all hit. Queuing up to stab this stealth technology here.
That'll be 3s again.
They're actually literally going to cut him up into little pieces here. It's been stabbed multiple times. And now 3s to wound because the spear's giving +1 to the reroll. No, it's gone. It's going to go. Okay, so I was thinking maybe I'll use a CP for the drone to intervene to absorb, but it's a complete waste of time. But we will use one CP, and we're going to press the red button, the self-destruct button here. We're going to detonate as a final gesture before Mephisto's ghost kill is removed from play. So self-destruct, here we go. Right, Mike ignores mortals on 4+. Fail-safe detonator. Battlesuit model from your army is destroyed before removing the model from play, so using any other rules that are triggered. Roll 1d6 for each unit in 3 inches, adding 1 to the result if it has a wounds characteristic of 12 more. 3 to 5 is D3 mortal wounds. So 6s are great. We'll go after the captain first of all. Nope. And then, but that's D3, sorry. So 2 mortal wounds. So Mike can try and block these on 4s. I'd rather have chosen a little bit of damage. Oh, we do.
No, you do.
Okay, 2 wounds caused. Nice. And then, okay, another D3 on the captain. Oh, maxed out. 3 mortal wounds. Block 2. Well done. But a wound taken. We've marked him here. So Mephisto's mark has been put onto the captain. There was 2 Phoenix Swords closing in for the kill against him, actually. Andrea Stewart and Richard Andrea fighting against him. But the ghost kill can be removed from play. Bikers have claimed their first victim. Go ahead. It's closest. Yeah, that's fine. Mike's paying CP now to go an extra 6.
Yeah.
No, 6 inches in total.
6 inches in total.
The consolidation is he wants to tap into the fire warriors across there and get onto the objective nice and squarely. Sweeping advance being played. Okay, all the action over on that extreme flank across the other side. Mike going hyper aggressive with the bikers here. Alright, so across here, you can see the bikers are swept in, tapped into these. I've attacked back, caused 4 hits coming through. Mike's passed all his saves. No problem at all. So that's the current situation here. Fire warriors bemused here by these glimmering bikes that have swept through, taken the great ghost kill down, and now they've been contacted by them in close combat as well. So this flank flapping in the wind here for the Tau. Custodes making a successful aggressive move, but they have come out to play. That'll suit the Tau gunners here as they prepare to respond. We'll calculate points. This is the end of the turn, no morale. So we'll calculate points here at the end of turn 1 for Adeptus Custodes. Alright, so no points so far. Retrieve Nephilim data was achieved down here, so that's a start. Okay.
Yeah.
Still that points total. It still needs to be picked up. Nothing else picked up for secondaries. Primaries kicking next turn. To be honest, Mike looks strong enough on 2. So that will pick up 8 points if Mike can maintain that position here. Tau need to respond, but also go on the hunt. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Tau as they respond to Adeptus Custodes and their aggression. Alright, so response from the Tau. Montka is in action here, so counting as remaining stationary for units even after they move or advance. So we have advanced the crisis battlesuits. The Chris Comiskey team has immediately responded, swinging round to get into nice close range against the bikers. The commanders followed up a bit slower with the Enforcer battlesuit, making a move on top here, maintaining position on that central home objective. Hammerheads relocating, getting themselves into a good firing pattern across here, but being careful to keep range back here for deep strikers coming in. So forming some kind of circular defence as per usual here to protect the hammerheads from deep strikers arriving. Swinging out with these, advancing. Got some kind of line of sight across in this direction, or maybe firepower available across against the unit holding the objective. Fire warriors advancing onto this objective. Cadre Fireblade's got a view through this gap to put down some arc-light shots against the bikers. And then round the other side, we've done a bit of a move. So confident of relief from the threat across here. We've pulled out a close combat but swung around and have got ourselves within range of this objective marker across here, and we can reclaim it if we're able to delete this stuff across here. It's going to be tough enough taking out the bikers for sure, and there's that captain buried in amongst them as well, so it's going to be hard enough to root them out, but this will surely be a test of firepower here for the Tau to see what kind of damage they can do against the bikers and maybe get through to that captain also. That's movement done for the Tau. Their main task, take out this stuff across here. That'll free up the Tau army to then begin engaging the rest of the Custodes force and to try and clear the way, anticipating deep strikers coming in. Mike has the nasty Alaris Terminator unit and the Dreadnought in support to arrive, so I think we must try and deal with this as fast as possible. Both sides looking for a steady flow of points coming in. Tau need to try and make sure that happens. Custodes trying to make sure that happens as well, just with added pressure and twist to this game. Both sides seeking a total to try and qualify for the final 8 for our league and season. So we'll go on to shooting phase for the Tau next. So, I mean, we've been playing this in a number of games already, but just to clarify here, I've moved with him. I've advanced with drones. Under normal circumstances, if I advance with the drones, I can't mark light up. If I move with the infantry, I can't mark light at all. But we're playing Montka here, so I'll just show you for those that may not be familiar with this. Each time this unit makes each time a unit makes a normal move or advances in your movement phase until the end of your shooting phase, so that's movement going through to the end of shooting, counts as having remained stationary. So therefore, it's as if he's never moved, and therefore we can use our marker light ability in the drones, even though they've advanced, can marker light as normal. So I'm going to do marker light hits here. You can guess what target we're going to try and light up with marker light. So we'll see what ones are available and see how many hits we can get. So we'll put 6 into them from here, just with the Ultu's Lantern in 3s. Alright, so 5 tokens can go on the biker squad. That's from the Cadre Fireblade. I'm just going to keep going here. 2 drones in 3s. There's another 1 can be added on. Here, another 1. We'll just hold. I'll have a little look with this drone. He's in an interesting position. You can't quite see. Those containers there are blocking his sight. So we'll just go ahead as planned. Yeah, it's another hit coming through. Yes, that's all the marker lighting done. So that's a total of 7. 7. Okay, so nice. Right, so now who to pick to shoot with first? We'll go with the commander, I think. Right, 2 CP's been spent now. Emperor's Auspice.
Yes.
That stops all rerolls.
Hits, wounds, and damage.
Whoa, that's big, because I've got built-in rerolls across the board here for these units. So we'll go with the captain. That's going to shut his wall trait down, which is reroll hits and wounds. So good call, Mike. That's the right time to use it. Tyler Schwab here, using Patreon. He's a Necron player. So we're looking for 2s. Can't reroll these, though. They've all hit. We're looking for 3s to wound. And they've all wounded. Well, Commander Ghosttide has maxed out here. Spend shoring command. So now it's down to precious invulnerable saves.
Yes.
And Mike's gone to the Patreons. There's a few Custodes players, Travis and Jen.
Oh no, I like rolling them for...
But I might snatch them later on because they're Custodes and Tau players. So it's 4+. Or there's Unstoppable, who is a... Oh no, he's a Tau player.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll let Mike.
Right.
He's going to go Travis and Jen.
They don't let me down.
You could do 2 invuns on Travis and then 2 on Jen. They share the dice.
Yes.
Okay, well, ladies first. So it's the double Jen, 4+ invulnerable.
Yeah. Right, come on, Jen. Pass one.
All right, blocked 1, fouled 1. And the double Travis. Blocked 1, fouled 1. Okay, fair's fair. 2 have made it through. Do you want a command reroll at this stage? It's going to be D6 plus 2 damage. I think because we're in range 9, Commander's got himself in a decent range. He could kill 2 bikes. And it's probably about the one of the highest damage potentials that you'll see. Well, there's 3 fusion blasters across here, which will get a similar result.
Yes.
Oh, that's tough. Immediately off to a tough start. The commander's...
Just need to check something.
The boldness of that commander, though. I used to have Commander Pinpoint, or Commander Pinhead, people called him. He used to hang around at the back of the table with loads of Markolites and drones, but this one's more of a bolder commander here. Commander Ghost Tide moving in.
Yes,
Mike's flicking through the book to see if there's any further assistance for his bikers. Was Mephisto's sacrifice for the greater good? Could have been to draw out the Custodes like poison from a wound. Sorry, Mike's trying to concentrate on what to do about a command reroll here. It's a difficult situation.
Yeah, no, that's a CP spam for the reroll.
He's going to use it?
Yeah.
Any special people for this one?
I'm tempted to give Travis and Jen their...
The final hurrah. Go ahead.
To redeem themselves.
This will tip them above average. Well done. Oh, they've got it.
Combined effort.
Very good. So in which case one's gone through. In which case
it'll kill it.
It'll kill that bike because it's D6 plus 2 damage because of the range. So one bike had gone. I would have killed another if Mike hadn't blocked that, and that would have been a very significant result. So well done. The command reroll's been used. I think really the Crisis Battlesuit team. Next, we'll use a Markolite here to push us up to 3+ for ballistic skill. Can't use our reroll ones here for the commander. So we're just going to roll straight up here. I think we're going to have to dedicate this firepower. It's the Comiskey squad. We'll go... I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Go with Chris.
I'm going to go Chris. I'm going to go for the Comiskey crisis attack. Who knows what could happen with this one. Right, so triple fusion blasters. Name 3s. Yeah, double 1 and a 6. Okay. 3s to wound. This is a big enough roll. Yeah. I got no CPs, by the way. I don't get any at the start of the turn because I wasn't on any objectives. Mike disrupted that no man's land objective across there, and I moved on to that one later on. So that's fusion blasters out of the way. That's significant enough. We'll go plasma rifles now. Need 3s. Okay. 3s to wound with these. All right, 2 of those have gone through. These are dangerous. They're damaged 3 each time. 4+ invulnerable saves required.
Maxfield.
I think Mike's aware that if I do strip away the bodyguard, then the captain may take a hammerhead railgun. Solid shot to the face. Yes, Mike knows. The Farseer has been advising him what could happen.
4s. Pass 1, fill 1.
Okay, can't complain really. It's been average what should be expected. So I'm going to go for... Oh no, just straight 3 damage. Yeah. So Mike's going to add those on.
Guess where I'm starting.
Okay, we'll go with cyclic iron blasters. Have to go damage 2. 3 shots per model, just for the sake of mortal wounds. So the one on the left, the leader, it will hit. Nice. One in the middle. All hit. Whoa. This is Comiskey crazy.
Is this just from the front?
Yes, it's them. That's cyclic iron blasters. All of them have hit without the need of rerolls. So I bear that in mind in the future. If I got a situation where everything's been shut down, can't reroll stuff, I just go double Comiskey on it. Makes it crazy. Looking for 3s to wound. And not bad, 5 have made it through. Now, you might be on a little bit better than a 4+ in one. We'll just check here what the AP minus is. Yeah, nothing going on here to help out. So it is AP -2, in which case Mike will be on the 4 pluses. It's going to be on 5 dice. This volley could be dangerous enough.
What's the damage?
Damage 2, because we supercharged. You can roll 1 dice at a time until it fails, and just hop from one blessed Patreon to the next. There's plenty of Imperial players. Just the majority of them Imperial. There's an Imperial player there, Chris Heim. 4+.
4+.
This will keep a bike alive. Chris Heim says yes, blocked. Well done. No. Not blocked that one. All right, so that's 2 damage and a bike is slain. You can stick with Chris or shift on to somebody else.
He can redeem himself.
4+. Oh, well done.
4.
Well done. Yes. And the last one.
5.
Oh, come on. Now, just to clarify, some people said in the comments you should stop using weighted dice. These are not weighted dice. They're Patronic dice and normal dice. But just for our special dice rolls, we use them for the Patreon supporters at gold level on the channel. Well done. Slowly but surely bring the bikers down. But Mike, official now, is going above average, protecting and keeping them alive. Gun drones here with their firepower. I need 4s, I think, because I've been blessed by the Marker. Look at that, whistling down to next to nothing. 5 to wound for toughness 6. A wound comes through. Normal arms saver 2+. Nothing to panic about.
Keeping you say that.
It's rolled at 1. Sorry, I should keep quiet. 1 wound taken. Okay, so okay, biker gone. Oh, sorry, wound taken on a biker. Next up, bit of pulse rifle firepower going across against those. Those 2 can't see, the rest can. I'm going to use up a marker light on them. So 3s. Just want to check something. I think I'm popping extra hits here. Yeah, because the Cadre Fireblade's near them. So those are the hits. I'm going to score an extra 3. 5s to wound. And just the 1. This is AP -1. So 3+.
Yeah.
With no comment. Just a straight pass roll.
Yep.
Passed. All right. All right, next, broadsides. We're going to offload everything they have into the bikers. There's 3 of them still alive, so they're still protecting the captain, trying to whittle that down, trying to let the hammerheads through their solid shot against him. We'll go for, yeah, Marcus Anthony, so as an Imperial player, but also a Tau Viola Sept player. So we'll commit this to him. So this is the high-yield missile pods. In fact, I'm going to hold off with those and go for the 2 Seeker missiles first. Or we'll let loose of everything that we have. So 2 Seeker missile shots. Needing 4s because of the dense cover for the AdMech terrain. A 3 to wound at strength 9. No, it does not wound. I can't use my Tau Sept reroll because my stratagem lasts to the end of the phase. So that's them. They could have taken out a biker, but both of those rockets failed. Now we'll go for our other shots. This is the high yield missile pods. So 4s because of the terrain, and then +1 for the marker light hit. That's ridiculous. 3s to wound. And these are coming through at AP -2. That was a 3, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And that one. All right. This is very dangerous actually for Mike's current situation. 9 saves at -2. 9 saves of 4+. This could be trouble for the bikers. It's damage 2 each time. It's a volley firing through here. You can see the high-yield missile pods lined up, just blasting through the AdMech terrain. Mike will commit this to patrons. This is early stuff here, getting the patrons involved.
They'll not be here after turn 3.
Yeah, so you've got to do it. You got Tyler Summers there. No, sorry, it's some Imperial players here. Paul Cook's pure Imperial. Mike's trying to pick up the purest of Imperial players to help out here.
This is where you need James chanting in the background.
James is not here. Just he's needed. Oh boy.
4s, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, what's the damage?
Damage 2, Mike. I'm sorry.
Oh, right, okay.
This one of these killer dice rolls. This one.
Right. 4s. Oh, that's awful.
Some have passed. but 4 have made it through. Mike's rolled average again, or just above average actually, so you can't really complain. But it's going to be 8 damage in total.
So kills a bike.
Yeah.
Puts it back to 1 wound.
Are they 5 wounds a time?
Yeah.
Right. I thought they're 4. Okay, so that's managed to keep them alive a little bit better. But it's going to be another bike gone. And crucially, the way has been opened up to take out the captain. All right, next up, the smart missile systems. All of these. So we're looking for 4s. The cover really helping to protect in this situation. 5's to wound actually with these ones. 1 save comes through, -1. So a save of 6+. This would be damage 1 here. So a single save of 3+ for Mike to make.
Right. 3, yeah?
Yeah, just the one. Past that one. Okay, so that's the broadsides finished with their firepower entirely. So really, it's this block across here. It's completely finished shooting. We've got these. I'm not sure about line of sight with these ones. I don't think they can see through to the bike, especially now because casualties are coming through. So it may well be just down to the hammerheads to try and cause more trouble for them. Right, here we go. Long strike. He's moved across with his skimmer tank. He was across here, relocated, lining up target here. The patient hunter that he is. Longbow BB in command. We're going to put the solid shot into the captain. We're going to try and bring him down with 1 shot, 1 kill. And the rest of the firepower, the 2 rockets and the smart missile systems into the bikers. So, righty-ho. Now, this is interesting, right? We're going to use a marker light hit, but then it's going to be -1. So it's not a guaranteed hit coming through. We've still got to roll up to get this. But that stratagem has been played on the bikers. So I could use my tower ability and my targeting array to reroll the hit and the wound here coming through. So we'll go long strike. We'll not patronise this one. We'll go for the pure longbow shot here to give him the privilege, potentially, of getting the 1 shot, 1 kill for the greater good. So solid shot into the captain. We're looking for a 3.
Is it a 3?
Is it a 3? So I start on a... Ooh. I start on a... Yeah, man, no. We start on a 4... Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong profile. I'll just go back this way. Long strike. He starts on a 3.
Mm-hmm.
I used a marker... I haven't used a marker light token. Have I? Because all the marker light hits are on the bikers. Mm-hmm. So I start on a 3. -1 to the hit rolls.
For that, yeah.
For the terrain.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have hit. I haven't hit. I haven't hit. No, because it's not mark lighted. It's just a 4. We'll just absolutely double, triple, mega check this one, but I think I've missed. Yeah, no, I've missed. And even if I did get the mark light hit, Mike's saying he's got the Radiant Mantle to give it another -1, so it would cancel out anyway. So it's definitely going to be a 4. In which case, I am permitted to use the reroll against him. So this will be the targeting array here. Needing a 4+. So longbow. 50-50%. 50-50 chance of glory here. I've missed. Whew, there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, captain's escaped. Oh, man. Okay. Whew, breathe again. 2 Seeker missiles into the bikers. Those have... 1 has hit. And I can't use a reroll. And nothing I can do. Yeah, there's a marker light hit coming through, actually. So, yes... Yeah, so those 2 hits have come through. Needing 3s. Looking for 3s to wound, which I can't reroll. 1's come through. The Seeker Missile is AP -3, so Mike can use a 4+. This will kill a bike, probably, if Mike fails this one. So burning out the patrons again. Nathan Paxton, Ultramarines player.
What's the damage on?
2d3.
Oh.
Past! Oh, man, the bike is refusing to die. What glory. See, smart missile systems. Needing 3s. Needing 5s. 2 come through at -1. 2 saves of 3+. A wound comes through. Okay. Long strike's been blocked seriously here. Well done. We're now looking at a situation where we're not going to wipe out these bikers or captain. It's all down to Hammerhead number 2, Daniel Cunningham in command. All right, huge responsibility here. Daniel Cunningham, we're going to put everything into the captain. I think I have to. I've got to try and take out at least one of those units if I can. If the captain survives this, the bikers will have survived firepower from virtually the entire Tau army. And that will already add to their prestige for sure. So, if we go against the captain, we're going to use a Markerlight hit. It counts as having a Markerlight hit anyway because it's been blessed by long strike here. So, Daniel Cunningham, can he hit? Solid shot.
Into the captain?
Captain, yes. So -1 against him, right?
Yeah.
So,
-1 for
yeah, the Markerlight ability. No, not using the Markerlight ability because we're not going to fire at the regular bikers at all. We're going against the captain with everything. So the solid shot, railgun first of all. Leading to 5. Okay. Oh boy. 2's to win. Right, so we're going to go on to a different stage now. Survival.
What's the damage?
So it's damage. Ignore his invuln saves for starters. You're going to take 3 mortal wounds.
Which you ignore on 4, yeah?
Yeah, so Mike can roll those up first of all. He ignores mortal wounds on 4 pluses. And he's going to he's going to use Patreons here. He's annoyed. He's gone for the Raycross dice.
Only because I want him.
Oh, blocked 1, taken 2. Okay. 2 wounds taken. He's not dead yet.
No.
Okay. Next is 6 damage plus D3. 8 wounds.
What's the minus on?
Oh yeah. Well, -6.
Oh, yeah.
Bypasses everything here. Okay. 8 dice, needing 5s. If Mike rolls well, he'll survive.
8, did you say, yeah?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7.
He's gathering up all the used Patreon dice.
Yes.
Come on, it's about as stacked up as we can get. Dylan Moore, Deathcore Krieg player.
Yep.
There's the 8 dice. So 5s for this one.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Huge roll. Roll of the game for the Custodes. Oh, no. Disaster. None? Oof, ouch.
That was a lot of 1s and 2s.
Captain's gone. Our missiles used up. But Hammerhead number 2. It's celebration time here for Daniel Cunningham. He's taken out the Custodes captain here. And what a shot it was. Firing through past his tank buddy. Master here. The apprentice firing through the gap, through the terrain. Found the captain. Plumb hit. Can you imagine the round hitting him in the side of the chest, blasting him off of the bike, and then splat against the side of the building. But he's been pulverised here, much to the dismay of the 2 remaining bikers. A little bit of firepower left, but it's not going to be against those bikers. It's going to be across in this direction, over against the infantry holding the objective. Okay, firepower from these. One of these, we've checked line of sight. We can see through. We can see parts of these bikers still with this front model. This one's blocked entirely by that terrain piece across there. So the back one is going to fire the rocket and the heavy rail rifles across there. The other one's going to fire the rocket, twin plasma, and heavy rail rifle against the bikers. So these are dangerous enough if they can make it through. So Markerlight used up across there. So hitting on 3s. We'll Tau reroll this one. No rerolls allowed. Sorry, forget about it. That's fine. So we'll save that then for potentially across the other side. Then we'll go for 3s to wound. Yeah, cause to wound. Now, I think if I wound you, I cause a mortal wound. Yep. So Mike can try and ignore that on a 4. Which he does. Well done. Okay. D3 plus 3 damage, but Mike's got an invuln save of 4+. Another big roll.
I might as well use them now because it's
Go ahead. No, absolutely. I'd use away at them.
right because I want to do bashy. So orcs.
York does Og Puncher. No. D3 plus 3 damage. It's going to be a bike. Slain. It's the one that's taken the wounds. It seems that Tau firepower has been just enough here. and then we'll go double plasma. And I'll go the rocket first of all. So here comes the Seeker missile. That one hits. 3 to wound. That's come through. 4+ invulnerable save. Let's go to Slayer Bike.
Fine.
Blocked and a 4 again. Okay, we'll go for double plasma. 1 hit. And a wound. 4+ invulnerable save again. Blocked. Imperial Fist. We found a use for Imperial Fist dice.
We did.
Imperial saving throws. Okay, that's their legacy that they've left behind. So that's him finished. Well done. That's kept a biker alive. And then we'll fire across here. So we'll go Seeker Missile first of all. Missed. I'll Tau Sept that now. And it hits. And it doesn't wound. There's nothing I can do about that. And then 2 heavy rail rifle shots. Even 4s. 1 hit. 1 wound.
What's this one over here?
Across there, yeah. So an invuln save on those. And a mortal wound caused straight away.
What's the minus?
-4, yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to say about the shield.
Yeah, -4.
He goes to 1. So it'll be a 4 no matter what then.
4+ invulnerable save.
No.
Not passed. It's D3 +3 damage. And a mortal wound. So just kill a model. Okay, 1 slain. But Mike's got squads of 4, so it's still tough enough. Alright, so firepower done for the tower. Andrea Sturmit removed from play. Phoenix Lord brought down across here. Richard Andrea just about alive, staying on that unit, just the one that model remains. Charges. Yeah, no, we'll leave it. Okay. I was thinking of charging the crisis battlesuits in, the crazy battlesuits. The idea is to try and limit where you can go with the bike, but we'll leave it at that. At this stage, we'll calculate points here. Tau virtually dealt with the bikers over on this flank, but they've had to amass pretty much all of their firepower to do it. Okay, points coming in is 0 here for the Tau. We were so preoccupied with shooting at Mike's stuff. Probably should have done Nephilim data with these, but didn't do it. We shot instead and used Markerlight support. So nothing coming in here for the Tau at this stage, but now the points are going to start to flow, turn 2 onwards. It may be a case for the Custodes just seeing the game through. It could be the same situation for the Tower. Can't judge this battle yet. Alaris Terminators are a danger for sure. Very dangerous unit indeed. And so too, the Dreadnought can deep strike in as well. So the game's just getting going. Tower have had to swing their efforts over onto this flank to deal with the bikers. They've mostly done it. Have they done enough is the question. We'll go on to the second turn of the game for the Custodes next. Alright, so we're on turn 2 for the Adeptus Custodes. Points starting to come in and knocking that tally down. Mike's chasing 40 points. He's picked up 8 for primaries, controls 2. There was a point last turn as well for a kill point, the ghost kill. Nephilim data he's going to achieve across the other side. There's going to be 4 points being picked up. And then he reckons he's going to go behind enemy lines, potentially with the Alaris Terminators to get those points in. We reckon after all of that, 27 points will be required as a good step towards the 40-point mark. Tau did pick up a point as well. We destroyed the captains, picked up a point for that at the end of our turn here. But it's the pursuit of points is the key at this stage. That's the main sort of game plan here, isn't it, really? So what can Mike do to pick up points to see his army through for qualification? Well, let him think about his move and make his move here on turn 2. So if you do enjoy our games, we do have YouTube channel membership. There's exclusive content on there. It's Aspect Warrior level or higher that will grant you access to all the videos, unlocks all the content that we have, including the up-and-coming league battles, the knockout games and so on. Plan to split those roughly 50-50 on YouTube and channel membership. So you can join, you get the join button on the channel, or you can go into the video description and you'll see the link there for joining the channel. It helps support the channel and it helps us continue to produce the content here, both on YouTube and the exclusive stuff on YouTube channel membership. And if you join, you can also join us over on the Discord server as well. And there's different tiers to choose from: Guardian, Aspect Warrior, Exarch, Autarch, and the Phoenix Lords. Alright, so turn 2 here for the Adeptus Custodes. Maintain position over in that corner. So where have you been Netmunding? Or Nephiliming? Over here. Right, okay, so it's over there this time. But those holding position across this side. Holding position held in this objective. The 8 points picked up for primaries. Trajan with them. Across here. They advanced the Wardens around here to reclaim their position, which has then freed these up to start pushing through across here. The lone bikers freed up to shoot and charges, shifted across in this direction. The broadsides attracting attention here. Dreadnoughts landed here, potentially going to go for the charge against the broadsides as well. The large Terminators might plan a stratagem on them to let them shoot at least, and they're going to land there, and then the priority to get those points from Nephilim data, they're going to take the opportunity to do that now. So that's movement done here for the Adeptus Custodes. The Tau have managed to keep them out, to stop them from getting in amongst the hammerheads and so on, just by protecting the back door and forming some kind of perimeter sort of in this quarter of the board. The Tau haven't really spread out too much, which is, you know, they've got immediate threats to try and deal with for sure. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Custodes next. The Bikers firing here is rapid firing into the Fire Warriors. So looking for threes, firing through the dense terrain, the Admech terrain, providing a small measure of protection. It's helped a bit actually, a number of hits haven't come through. Threes to win.
Threes.
It's good rolling, all of them.
5.
It's 5. No cover, so we're going to go 4s. Okay, just the one casualty taken, so one Fire Warrior can go. Okay, Dreadnought firing next.
So this will be 2s.
Going straight across, yeah, no, there's no cover protecting us this time.
Yes.
And 3s to win.
3s to win. Just the 1.
Okay, 4 up, so blocks that one. Tau battle armor holds.
So I'm saving the reroll here for
the spear.
Yeah.
So shots coming in against long strike. This is the chance to cause a fair bit of damage if both of these rounds make it through. So Mike will go Patronic. Peter Almo. Yeah, 2 shots, needing 2s.
2 shots, needing 2s, yeah. 2 hits.
Okay. Toughness 7.
Strength 8, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Strength 8 minus 2, 3 damage, yeah.
3s to wound.
3s. 2 ones.
Well done. And the minus? 2.
Minus 2, 3 damage.
Yeah, well, I'll go Unstoppable. He's a Tau, Sassia player, however it's pronounced. And so 5 pluses.
It would be nice.
I foul both. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah, come on, reroll, but I need that CP. I've got 1 CP here, which I think I'm going to need. We're going to have to take the damage here. That's a nasty hit coming through. Drop it down to 8 wounds left on long strike. Good shooting. Yeah, it's a very good hit coming through. Alaris Terminators next. Paid the stratagem to let them shoot whilst performing.
I think it's their martial kata that they're in. They can perform an action and shoot.
Oh, right. Okay, fine.
Stance 2. So, D3 shots each. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yep.
10. So, 2s. Have a lot of cap in there.
Okay. And you're looking for
5, strength 5.
Oh, we're toughness 5.
4's then?
Yeah, no, it's 5s to win. Mike's going against here, so this could be good if he gets the wounds.
Yes.
Nicholas Lucas, Imperial player. Oh, stop. Nicholas Lucas, Grey Knights, Imperial Knights, Admech, not Custodes. Very specific with his request.
Yes.
There's others around here. You've got, well, we're using them up. We are, Drew Gums.
Drew Gums.
Cadians.
3, 4, 6. 5's needed. Here we go.
5s it is. Not bad. 3 have made it through. Well done. Right. And there's a bit of AP minus going on with these?
Yes, they are AP 3.
No way. No way. 6s. None. 3 more wounds taken. Ouch. Dropping down to 5. Long strikes. Didn't see that coming. It's in serious trouble here. Just 5 wounds left. Okay, so shooting's done. Good opportunistic fire here against long strike. Hitting the flank there by multiple shots coming through. That's shooting finished. We'll go on to charges next. Right, Mike's electing to charge with the Dreadnought first. I'm not going to Overwatch that thing, so... Oh, yeah, I am. Overwatch. How could I not? I have to. So I'm going to go for the high yield missile pods first of all. Here we go. Might be able to strip a couple of wounds. It might help with the overall greater good here. Needing 6s. So we've got a few. Toughness on this thing? Toughness 7, I'd imagine.
Toughness 7, yeah.
Yeah. 4s to wound. Okay, well, 2 have made it through. 2 at -2.
4 ups now.
Yeah. Alright, we've got 2 wounds. Damage 2, but it's decreased by 1 for Finland Dreadnoughts. It's knocked 2 wounds off. I think that's worth the CP. We'll go the Smart Missile Systems. In 6s. It's okay. It's 5s to knock them over. 5s to wound. 1. -1 on this one. 3 up. Oof, passed. Okay, so Mike reckons he's got a rerollable charge for... What was it you played earlier on? Something to give
it's the member's chosen specific. You can change your trait for 1 CP. So your host to another.
He's giving it reroll charges basically.
And I give it the dread host where I can reroll charging.
Yeah.
And because I already had that trait, the eternal pendant.
Yes.
Now add 1 to the charge.
So it's an 8-inch charge, rerollable.
Yeah. I'm staying away every time.
You can do it, Mike. You could. Oh, okay, rerollable. I sense you're not going to do it. Sorry, but
Right, we're going on.
He's going to go for Tronic on this one. Oh, Tyrannies, they love charging. He did pick that one. Yeah, I picked that one as well. Okay, here it comes. Pretend it's a Carnifex. Got it.
Yes.
Yes. Remember that one. That's Carl Roden, by the way. So Tyranny player helping out to get the Dreadnought into combat against the Tau. So there he is.
As well. Oh yes.
The lone biker.
Yeah.
In he goes as well. All right, so got the double combat that Mike wanted. So well done. That goes ahead.
I got excited. Called him the wrong thing.
Yeah, she'll Captain Scared me then. Second one of them.
Yeah. Okay,
in he goes. And Dreadnought goes in as well. Fine. All right, so Mike can fight first with both. Can they survive? They're 8 wounds each, actually, those broadsides. They're tough enough. There's a shield drone hovering around to protect them as well, so it's not a guaranteed kill. We'll see what Mike can do. Right. Attacks ready. Who's going first?
The
biker?
Yeah.
Right. So you had to pay CP for the extra +2 attacks?
Yes, Avenge the Fallen.
Avenge the Fallen. Okay. Sounds very appropriate.
Yeah.
Mike's plan is unfolding here. I can see what he's doing. He's trying to hurl stuff in against the tower to keep the tower contained and then just harvest. Bring in the harvest of points over at the quiet end of the table.
Yeah.
So far.
You have a turn still to go. 2s.
2s to hit. This is the broadsides. All of them. Look at that. 4s, 5s, and 6s all being scored. Toughness 5.
Strength.
Oh, you'll be on 2s. 2s
now, don't you?
Yeah. With +1 to because Mike's charged.
So
5.
2, 4, 5.
Okay, 5 to make. I must go drone, and I will bless the drone with. We'll turn to the strangeness of the Thousand Suns. Carry Kunkel for all of the Silent King. First drone save 4+. Yeah, failed. So that drone's gone. What damage is it? That's at least damage 2. Yeah, drones 2 saves. So that leaves me 4. And I want to know what the AP minus is on your spears.
Spears are -3 2 damage.
Okay, 5 ups to block. We block 1, so we'll take 2 damage a time.
Yep.
6 wounds taken. It's still alive. They're 8 wounds a time. 2 wounds remain. Okay, nothing I can do. Now down to the... Oh! Remember the Misericordia.
Yep.
Okay.
2s. And something. Yeah.
I'll do 5, yeah. 5 will win. So -2. 4 up. Blocks that one. Okay. Down to the Dreadnought now.
So...
Dreams come true. It's got into combat. This is Ed Farrow in command of this one.
It's not too often.
This has made it in. That's the combat taking place.
So starts with 5, but gets an extra 1. Goes to 6.
But Phoenix Lords in the thick of the action. All these units across here, it's all Phoenix Lords. So they've been well allocated. So stabbing up here against the broadsides for glory.
Yes, and...
Tyler Summers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Admec Plat.
2, 4, 5, 6. No, 2s.
Oh, triple, quadruple 1.
Look at that.
That's your reputation, Mike. Sorry, but the double snake eyes coming through. What can you do? Yeah. CP reroll one of them.
Yep. Tyler, come on. There we go.
Okay, right.
So these will be 2 strength, 7 times 2 is 14.
Right. Nice. 2s to wound.
Oh, come on.
Oh, okay. And then what's the AP minus on this one?
Oh.
Mike's been tormented
minus
here.
4, D3 plus 3. It's minus 3, but because of the dread host, you're within 9 inches. It's an extra 3.
6 to block. Oh! Almost blocked both. Almost blocked both. Alright, blocked one. It's going to slay him and then he's gone. But not a scratch on the other. Interesting. Managed to keep one model alive. Okay, interesting. I can fight back. 5s. Oh, 3 hits. 5s to wound. Tower sept. 2 wounds come through. Normal saves. Nothing to... Whoa. They gave him a little bit. Yeah, crushing bulk. AP minus 1, would you believe?
What's this into?
2 saves against the Dreadnought.
2?
Yeah. 3 ups. Oh, no.
It equals 3.
Both go through. 6 up, feel no pain.
Damage?
1.
1.
Caused 2 wounds. Fighting well. Well done. 2 wounds caused against the Dreadnought. Yes, okay, and then we'll stop at that point. But the broadside refusing to yield here whilst on the central objective. Okay, so consolidation move, vitally. There's 1 model each on that objective. So that's now contested. Tower holding. Yeah, well. No, we are holding 2. Look, the brave team across there surviving. Okay, so we are holding 2 objectives, so that's not too bad. Combat's finished. Any morale to resolve, we'll figure that out. Any points been picked up, we'll give you a tally. And importantly, give you a countdown, how many points are required after this for the Custodes. Okay, so Mike's got his head in his hands here. He's a lot more nervous than me. I'm sort of coasting for it at the moment, but the Custodes are already on edge. The points being scored then. 8 points for primaries plus the kill point. That's 9. Behind enemy lines has kicked in. Really helpful. 4 points picked up. Mike's got those 2 units in. Retrieve Nephilim data has been achieved twice. This table quarter, that table quarter, thanks to the Alaris Terminators. Another 4 points will come in later on. So 17 points picked up, which means Mike needs 23 victory points. That's all that's required to go through to the knockout stage. Townley points as well. We're chasing a high total of 48. So far, we've only scored 1 point. So we need 47. There's a big total to chase. We're going to turn 2 for the tower. Again, it's going to be trying to deal with Custodes stuff that's threatening our deployment zone and objectives. I think that is the highest priority. But the tower really do need to go on the hunt as well if they're to try to deprive Custodes from picking up victory points. The game hangs in the balance for sure. Both sides pursuing a total. We're going to turn 2 for the tower next. All right, so turn 2 for the tower. They're starting to spread out a fair bit now. We know there's no further deep strikers to arrive, so there's a bit more freedom for tower units. We're flanked with these, just making sure to stay away from Mike's deployment zone on turn 2, and making sure to stay 6 inches away from the middle edge running through there. So Neckman data now being performed by the breachers that have turned up. I had deployed him over in that corner to try and start firing at squads and possibly at Trajan, but I need the extra objective claimed, so I've dropped him in here as a tactical drop just on this no man's land objective, which is just tucked under those barricades. That's JP landing in there. Then the broadsides have moved up, but they've kept their angle to the squad that's holding the objective over there. Fire warriors have shifted around. It's still Montcart, so we can move and count as stationary. It's going to help our pulse rifles out when we shoot. Backing out of close combat with the broadside. It's still 8-inch moves. We've gone up on top here with long strike. Hammerhead number 2 has been blessed and shifted around, so it's obvious where the guns are going to go. In that direction, and then around the other side of the board, tower units moving quite rapidly. So across here, the commander's moved up, didn't really need to advance, just got about 8 to 9 inches with him. Fire warriors have pushed through and into the terrain, so to negate the -1, just going to offload some firepower in that direction. The battle suits are 5 for their advance, so 10 and 5 have come up across here. I'm going to start putting firepower down in this direction is the plan, and the drones in tow behind. That is movement done. Here for the tower, we'll go on to the shooting phase next. Okay, so on shooting phase, marker lighting's been done. 2 marker light hits on the bike, 1 on the Dreadnought, and then 2 on the Alaris Terminators, which they're currently still 1 unit at the moment. So you could split them up here, but we'll try and catch them whilst they are that size. So that's marker lights done. We'll go on to shooting phase next for the towers. A fair few options for them. Going to fire across here. Count as range stationary, so going to get a full volley. We're going to reroll 1s for the blessing received from the Cadre Fireblade. He really has helped. It's an exceptional volley. It all hit. Hold it right there. There's 3 bonus hits have come through as well for volley fire. And then we're looking for 5s to wound actually, because Mike's toughness 6. Alright, these are at -1, and there's 5 of them to make. Not too bad. There's no wounds on this model though, so it should survive.
Big, yeah. Yeah. 3s.
3 ups. Take a 2. Alright, nips 2 wounds away. Alright, next going to fire with these broadsides. Because of the range, going to put the plasmas across into the bike, and then the heavy rail rifles as planned going in against the target over the other side. We'll dedicate these to Scott Costello. He's a tower player. So, plasma. Yeah. 4 shots. Oh boy. Okay. Tau reroll now. Still missed. That's annoying. 3s to wound. Yeah, hold facing 6. So 1 does come through. 4+ invulnerable saves. Damage 3. So this is a roll to keep the biker alive. Mike's going to go Patronic here. We have leaned heavily on these guys. Darren Gardner, he's a Death Guard and Beast Snaggers player. Oh. Alright, so biker finally destroyed, so target gone. Okay. And Phoenix Lord slain, that's Richard Andrea. Gone. They've seen plenty of action though, but finally they've been overwhelmed by the tower. We'll go for the heavy rail rifle shots. So we need 4s. Okay, and then we need 3s to wound. 2 wounds do come through. Okay, so 2 mortal wounds caused straight away for those successful wounds. They can be ignored on 4+, Mike's ability.
Nope.
No. And then now you're looking at invulnerable saves here of 4+.
How many was it, sorry?
2.
2.
2 have made it through. Now these will be D3 plus 3 damage. So again, this is rolling to survive. This is the more brutal tower firepower.
Alright, let's do this.
4 and 4. Imperial Fist dice for survival. What a legacy they've left behind. That is the legacy of the old Firstborn in the Imperial Fist army. They blessed the yellow dice before they departed. Mike's using them to to block damage. Okay, so that's them done. Those done. No shooting for him, but he's grabbing an objective. They're busy performing actions. So this stuff done. There's plenty of firepower across the other side remaining. He's pulled out close combat, so no shooting from him. I think it's obvious. We'll go Commander into the Dreadnought. We're on -1 for the terrain.
Mm-hmm.
We'll negate that with the marker light hit. So we'll go back to 2s. Okay, we'll reroll hit rolls now for Precision of the Hunter. Then we'll try and wound on 3s. And we'll go Precision of the Hunter. Oh, wounded. He's maxed out again. Commander Ghost Tide.
4.
Yeah. Invulnerable saves on this thing? It's not 5s, is it?
It's 5s.
It is 5s. It's Patreon time. You've got a limited time to use these. They're dwindling here. There's just 5 remaining. What have we got?
1,000 Suns.
1,000 Suns. That's Mike's choice. 1 at a time until it fails. 5+ on the first one.
Yeah.
Failed.
Oh, I'll just keep...
Just keep going. Ugh.
What's the damage on this?
D6. 5+. Can we get 1?
Nope.
He's never going to trust the 1,000 Suns again. D6s.
All 4. Oh, no. You roll all 1s, it'd be.
I'll commit this to Andrea Stewart. Debut him for gold level support. Nice high score to take the Dreadnought down. It's not bad at all. Right, so all of these are -1.
Yeah.
So 1, 3, 4, and 5. So Mike does have Feel No Pain on 13 wounds. Dreadnought's going to go. Commander
There's 10.
destroyed. Okay, does it explode?
No.
No, all right. Target destroyed. Commander Ghost Tide. Good work from him. The Fire Warriors cross hit. Going to go into the Alaris Terminators. Again, getting a volley here for Montka. Rerolling 1s because of the Enforcer battlesuit nearby. Commander. So we're looking for, not using marker lights, so we're in the terrain, so it's going to be straight up 4s. 4s to win. Yeah, 4 saves, -1. This is a Chef Squad here, a fresh Phoenix Lord into the fray.
Fine.
All good, no problem. Okay, going to shoot at the Alaris Terminators. If these main guns can hit, they will cause trouble. Yeah, they will cause some trouble. Okay, so we'll go with... I'm thinking about firing submunitions, but I'll save the CP. I'm just going to go with solid shot here. So we're going to use a marker light hit. So we're on 4s to hit normally, +1s to hit rolls for the marker light coming through. So it's going to be 3s. We'll go Samuel Penonary. We'll dedicate this to him. This is longbow shooting here. So we've got our hit. 2s for a wound. Okay, that goes through. So it's going to ignore invuln saves. So 3 mortal wounds being caused first of all, which Mike will ignore on 4s. So ignores 2, so 1 wound taken. Then we ignore invuln saves, straight 6 damage. So the one that's taken the wound just can be removed. That's it. Because it's ignoring invuln 6 damage. Gone. Like so. Okay. Then we'll go for the smart missile systems. We'll go targeting array. 4s to wound. We'll Taucept that one. And these are strength 5, toughness 5. So 4 saves at -1.
4, 3 up 10.
Yeah. And a wound caused. Okay, it's 1 wound taken. We'll then switch to Hammerhead number 2. Daniel Cunningham in command. We'll leave the last 2 patrons for Mike here, so we'll go to Daniel. Act of mercy. We'll go smart missile systems. We'll use up the other marker light.
I can't use one, and it says not Custodes.
Oh, does it?
Nicholas.
Who said that? Who said that? Nicholas Lucas. I'll use Nicholas Lucas then. So we'll dedicate this one with Nicholas Lucas. Sorry. Oh dear. So we're firing this first. Looking for 3s, because we've been blessed. We always count as a marker light hit on you. Hitting on 4s anyway. So that marker light hit can actually stay on, we don't need it. Which Mike's left it there anyway. So looking for 3s. We'll leave the targeting array and then we'll go for 4s, and we'll leave the Taucept as well, just in case. So we're looking for... no. I'm going to Taucept this one. Failed, yeah. 5 saves of 3+.
2, 4, 5.
Mike should be okay. No. Oh, 2 more wounds. 2 more wounds taken. And now for the main gun, the main feature. This Nicholas Lucas. Missed. Targeting array. Switching to the red dice. Hits. 2s for a wound. Got it. 3 mortal wounds, which Mike can roll up for 4s to ignore, which he has ignored 2. Ignore, go straight through, so might as well just take that model off. That's just going to go. Just all the damage overflows onto him. It's 2 Alaris Terminators brought down. It's nasty enough. We're hunting for perhaps another one by stripping wounds away, but 2 of those brought down. Can't really complain. They've got their hits. They've taken out their targets. Okay, Hammerhead's making golden glitter on the battlefield. Oh dear. Okay, so a bit more firepower on the other side. Right, firepower down here. We'll go 2 fusion blasters first of all. These ones are in the Bane range of 9. 2 hits. 1, no wounds. I'll Taucept this one. Yeah, 1 wound comes through, which Mike can take on a 4+ invulnerable save. Well done, blocked again. We'll do the one at the back. Hits. Oh, doesn't wound. Right, next we'll go for the cyclic iron blasters. So first one, 2 hits. Next one, that's an overcharge. Nothing I can do to get out of that. So one of those models, or that model's going to take a mortal wound. And then, no. Commander is within range. See the drones all strung out across in that direction. So we're okay. It's got ourselves another hit. And the last one, another hit there. 3s to wound. All of them. 4+ invulnerable saves. These are damage 2. 5 dice. The cyclic iron blasters actually proved to be a decent enough weapon here against the Custodes. Gee, man, good rolling. 2 damage, that's it.
1 left.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll go plasma rifles. So yeah, wounds here on the spear. Mike's been using the 4+ invulnerable save. Then we'll go for the plasma rifles. Rerolling ones. For the commander. Oh, he's guiding them well. 3s to wound. 2 come through. These are nasty enough. 4+ invulnerable saves. Perhaps one at a time doesn't matter here. Both have gone through. 3 damage on him, and 3 damage will spill over onto the next model. It's not too bad. Plasma rifles causing most of the damage there. They're 3 wounds each. I thought they were 4, so it's actually the plasmas have actually brought down the 2 models just there. So just the one remains. Okay, so that's firepower from them done. There's a stratagem I could play with these. Yes, we played it. Strike and Fade. We've backed off as much as we can. It may well not keep us away from trouble. That's cost us a CP, so that's wiped out our command points that are available. So threats here for the Tau. Alaris Terminators, still 4 of them remaining, but they are isolated. Our home objective is under threat for sure, but Tau firepower has reaped a heavy enough toll here, destroying a number of targets and starting to go after some of the home objective units here for the Adeptus Custodes. That's shooting done. No charges, no combats. We'll calculate points here for the Tau as we finish up on turn 2. Alright, points been picked up by the Tau. 8 points picked up for primaries, 2 kill points picked up, so that's 10. So that's pushed us on to 11. We've started to retrieve Nephilim data. No prisoners will come later. That is a big incentive for the Tau to try and destroy as much of the Custodes army as possible, because we'll get rewarded for it for points through no prisoners. Behind enemy lines, I haven't really gone for that one yet. I can't bring on my flanking reserves into Mike's deployment zone yet, which has been an issue. The deep strike, I've kind of had to bring him back here to try and anchor another objective. That's been a problem. So behind enemy lines has been a struggle, plus the fact that Mike's anchored at the back with a good number of units, so we haven't had free reign at the back. That could change. How there is a big incentive for them to push in this direction, to flush out kill stuff, to get into Mike's deployment zone. That's the Tau. It would be in their interest to do that. We're going to turn 3, middle stage of the game. Scoreline is 17 points to 11. So both sides still needing points to come in. Mike needs to score 23, which I think is quite doable. But tick-tock, time marches on. And the Tau are hunting the Custodes here. They hunt for gold on the terrain here. And then the Tau need 30 7 points, which is a fair bit. So it's within their interest to try and clear the table and then have free reign to rake in the points in the later stages of the battle. So the game's mixed up nicely. We go on to the middle stage, turn of 3 for the Custodes next. Oh, the celebrations in the middle stage of the game if Mike can get enough points coming in. That's all that matters here. 8 points picked up for primaries here on turn 3. Nephilim data has been activated across it. Mike had to roll for it because of the size of the unit, but he's done it, so that will help. That'll push that total up to 8, so that's got more points coming through. Mike's paid 2 CP to split up the Alaris Terminators. So now he's got 4 units in in my deployment zone. So he's going to get his max on behind enemy lines. There's another 4 points coming through. Adding all that together, it means that Mike after this needs 7 victory points here to achieve enough to get through to the knockout stage. So all of a sudden, the sun is rising here for the Custodes. Not there yet. So Mike doesn't want to celebrate at this stage. But there's two harvests going on. One over at that end of the board, which if the tower want to mess things up for the Custodes, we've got to wipe them out. And then we've got to kick Mike off at least one objective. And then there'll be trouble for the Custodes. They would be trouble. So it's not all over yet. We'll let Mike make his move here. He's just thinking wisely about what to do next. Right, movement's mostly done. Paying the 2 CP to split up the Alaris Terminators. They're going after a variety of targets. We weren't sure what to do with Chef here. It's the lone Phoenix Sword, but what we said we're going to do is good value out of him. Each time one dies, we'll just shift his mark around until the whole lot are finally gone. But there's 4 units at the back here. Mike's operating around here, just raking in these points at 4 behind enemy lines. The lone Michael Fryer Custodes heading off in this direction. These are holding back here. A slight shuffle with those just to cover him. Trajan Valoris has advanced across here and has gained protection from those. Sagittarium Guard just doing their job at the back here, holding on to the home objective. And then with their retrieve Nephilim data objective complete, these are swung out to present another target for the tower to try and deal with. That's movement done for the Custodes. We'll go on to shooting phase next. All right, so firepower's been resolved. Sword, the pistol option from that took out one of the breaches. The spears fired across here, but no hits, wounds coming through. If he had been killed, it would have cleared me off the objective. Across here, Alaris Terminators, all of them in the end, firing across against the broadside, stripping some more wounds off that. It's half dead. Here's 4 wounds remaining. And the sword, you can see the tip of the sword just poking around the corner, and it fired across and picked off a gun drum allocated the damage to that. That is shooting done. We're going to charges next. Okay, finished?
I don't know.
Oh, right, there's one left to go. There's charges going on all over the place here for the Custodes. Like we're a wasp's nest going on here. So where's he going? Into the Fire Warriors. Yeah. Right, last charge here. We'll cover what's happened here in just a moment. It's whole face and it's a 6. Yes, it's an 8-inch charge. I think that's what Mike needed. So in they go.
9 inches away. So.
Okay, so we've got 2 Alaris Terminators have gone into the Tower Fire Warriors. 2 of them have gone into the broadside across here. This charge went ahead and have gone into those. And Mike's going to roll around and reclaim that objective, so that's an excellent move. And then across here, we did Overwatch, but survived a number of invuln saves and regular saves and so on. The lone Terminator that did survive, or the lone Custodian did survive and made it into the Crisis battlesuits. So you're in contact with about half my army. This is very good from the Custodes. It's all about just tying up the tower, which Mike's managing to do all across the board. So I can't interrupt. I've got no CP available. Mike's free to fight, and he is superior in all of these combats. I think Custodes, you have to get over the phobia of like hardly any models. It's just the way it is. But the models you do have can make a big difference. Fighting crosshair, Alaris Terminators might combine the 2 together. May as well.
And it is strength 5, 6, 7, 8.
3s to wound.
2, yeah, 3s, yeah. 3s. With a reroll. Shall do that.
Very good indeed.
7.
7. And the minus? Must be 3.
No, it's only 2. 2 damage.
4 ups. Dead. Target destroyed. Alright, that's the first part of the assault done. And objective cleared. The Tau home objective has been snatched, taken by 2 Alaris Terminators. Chef's having a field day here. The next lot of attacks going through against the Tau. I was going to say remember the Misericordias. He'll remember them across there against the Fire Warriors. Here, yeah.
So,
twos. As we'll just combine.
And
you get your special re-rolly thing?
Yeah, either hit or wound.
Right.
I'm thinking I'll just do it now.
Yeah, get the hit.
Yeah.
Fine. Now this will be... No, I'm 4 up armor save. This is going to be 2s to wound.
Yeah.
Maybe 6s to save. All of them.
So, yep.
Save 1. 7 dead. You can keep the drone alive, take away 7 regular guys. That squad's been slaughtered. And then Misericordias Mike can do. So, okay, and then trying to wound you on a 3. Trying to block.
-2 damage.
Alright. So that squad's been hammered. Squad leader and the drone alive. The rest have been slain. So good fighting there from the Alaris Terminators. We've now got the Custodian across the other side. His attacks to take on the Crisis battle suits. Attacks coming through.
I'll hit. Myself with strength 6.
Yep. 3s to wound. And
3 reroll.
Reroll ability, yeah. 2 come through.
Hang on, let me just add math. -3, 2 damage. How many ones have they got each?
Oh, I'll stick these on drones.
Oh, that's alright then. Oh.
Shield drone. Shield drone. Ooh, okay, we'll lose a shield drone. Which I think's a happy enough exchange. So drones doing their job. That's that combat done. Oh, the Misericordia.
Misericordia, yeah. Hits. Nope.
No wound. Okay. We've got this combat across here next.
Yeah.
Mike's rolled them round. Now grabbing the objective. This is good.
Yeah.
This is really good for the Custodians.
So this will be the sword.
Yeah.
2s. Never mind. And then 3s.
3s for kill, I think.
Nope.
Ugh, okay. And Spearmen. 9 attacks. You get full house, you get 1 attack. 2s.
Yeah.
Okay. 2s to... Yeah, spears are -2.
Yeah.
Okay. 2s to wind.
If it can make you feel morale, that would be nice. Reroll.
Use his ability, yeah. 7. 6s. Blocked 1. 6 dead. That squad's been hit hard. So that's the situation down here. This is the fight that's taking place. Breachers caught out. Crosshair have done our attacks back. No impact at all from our models that survived. But quite a blistering assault here from Adeptus Custodes. Picking up some kill points as well, I think. Anything else? We've resolved morale. I think that's it. So what we'll do is we'll calculate points. Points that have come through. Check morale for the tower here. But they've been battered by Adeptus Custodes. Amazing what they can achieve when they have just low numbers. Smaller squads, but once they're in, especially amongst the tower, so it's poor in close combat, they really have made an impact. We've lost our home objective here. It's really mixing the game up nicely. We'll calculate points at this stage. Okay, calculating points here. Passed morale roll of 1. Busted morale across there and kept the squad leader alive. The drone's gone. So points coming through for Mike, pretty much as we'd lined up here. So 34 points in total. That's 4 more points coming through for behind enemy lines. Nephilim data coming through. Another kill point coming through, plus the primaries, a total of 34 points for the Adeptus Custodes. That means that Mike needs 6 points to qualify for the knockout stage. Tau still languishing on 11. So now, Mike could be cruising through to qualification and wrecking the plan for the Tau, in which case the fellow Space Wolves would make it through at the expense of the Tau. Still 3 turns left for the Tau to try and rake in those points. They'll take them from anywhere if they can. Their objectives are being disrupted. The game's not entirely going their way for sure. This Custode is anchoring objectives at this stage, so the Tau certainly have a fight on their hands at this point. We'll go on to their turn 3 next. They've got to get the points in, and they need to reach a total of 48. They're currently on 11. Right, moving for the Tau on their turn 3. A fair bit of fluid movement going on here as a rush. These are backed out of close combat. He's advanced and moved across. This is the last turn of Montca. Shifting across this way, trying to get units over into the deployment zone for the Custodes. Advanced and shifted these across, can try and put some firepower down into these. Haven't gone for Nachman data or Nephilim data with these, I think can need their firepower. 2 hammerheads have advanced, they've shifted around in this direction, going to point blank firepower with these, trying to grab the objective at the same time, if we can clear those Terminators out of the way. Then around the other side of the board, commanders, he could have moved off in different directions, kept him where he is. Again, we've got a threat here, got to try and deal with these. Brought these on, and Nachman datering across here to try and keep the points flowing. Remaining in close combat with these, the idea is to declare some firepower into him and then deflect it across to other targets, is the idea with the battle suits. Also granted from the Enforcer commander, given them objective secured, which may well prove quite useful in the current situation. But it's just a struggle for them here. Custodian units all over the place, causing trouble wherever they go. We'll go on to shooting phase of the tower, see if they can shoot themselves out of trouble. Okay, first up, marker lighting. It's a bit of overkill, but fired him across there and put 5 onto those. Missed. The drones from there, put 2 onto there. And that's marker lighting done. So first up, we'll go long strike. He's going to fire onto, because of his damage, he's going to go fire onto the marker lighted individual. So we'll use up a marker from there. And I'm going to go for Dave Humphries, the last Patreon here. So we're looking for a 3 because of my damage. I knew that was coming. For targeting array, this one. Come on, Dave. Missed. Oh, missed.
Is that the mortal one output?
That's the deadly main gun. Yeah. 3s. Okay. Sheesh, man, that's bad. 4s to wound. Toughness 5.
Yeah.
Tower sept this one. Yeah, 2 saves at -1. You're safe. You've made it.
3 ups.
3 ups. 1 wound taken. Chef's hanging in there. There he is. Right, so we'll go for hammerhead number 2. It's going to fire at the other Alaris Terminator, the one that's tucked right into the crack. In there. We'll try and flush him out. We've burnt out on patrons. We've used them up. So this is... So I've got it around the wrong way. It doesn't. It's not affected the results so far. But Longbow BB, long strike's actually down here. So his firepower's actually been finished. So it's Daniel Cunningham firing. He's just going to drop the shell down on top of his, just roll it out the end of the barrel into the Terminator. So he'll need, because it counts. He's going to shoot at the target. Counts. He's been blessed by long strike. So it's going to be counting as a marker light hit. In which case we need a 3. Just at this point in the game where I need these hits to come through, I've missed. So we'll go for targeting array. Switching to the red dice. Okay. Now we got you. 2s. Got him. Just take him off. Ignores invuln saves. AP -6. And 6 plus D3 damage. That's nothing he can do. Is there anything? No. Okay, so 1 mod removed. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I'm going to fire these across here. Not all of them can see because of the terrain. That's the ones that can. Counters remain stationary, so getting rapid fire. And across here, these will go into those. I'm going to use a marker light up in either case. So this one, I believe it's been blessed, so rerolling 1s. This is the shots going across there. We're needing 3s though. So it looks bad, but it's not too bad. 6s exploding. So there's only 1 extra in there for popping hits on 6s. Add 4s to win. And we'll tower sept this one. Okay. Now the stratagem's been played. So it's Relentless Fusillade here. So 2 wounds have come through. These are -2 in total. So 2 saves are 4 plus.
4 plus, yeah.
Yeah, Mike's going to survive here. Double 6, cold, utter defiance from the dice. And then we'll fire across here with these into here. Need 3s, if you're all in 1s. 6 is popping extra, so put that in. 4s to wound. It's 5 saves at -2. Not too bad. 5 saves of 4 plus.
I'll go to 3 plus with the shield.
Take it on the shield. Okay, shield's going to tank the hits. It works. Quadruple 3. Okay, well done. We fire across here with him. 2d3 shots. This is the heavy shots. Just a 3. Using the marker light ability on him. So looking for 3s. I'm going to tower sept that one. We're looking for 3s to wound. 3 saves coming through. They have to go on the shield, so it's rolls of 4+. Here, coming at -4. They're all 4+s anyway, but we know that the first one's coming on the shield. Block 2. D6 plus 2 damage, if you're going to let it go through.
That'll kill one, right?
Yeah, okay, one of them slain. Gonna split 5 of these. Gonna go... Sorry, gonna use a marker on there for plasma, firing across. And then we're going to swing the main guns around and try and take on him if we can. So the main gun, first of all, the 2 heavy rail rifles. So looking for 4s. So Tau Sept, no, yes. Oh, man. No, I'll hold it. 3s to wound. Okay, the 2 wounds come through. That's 2 mortal wounds taken straight away here, Mike.
Yeah.
So now you're trying to block on 4s.
Block 1.
You blocked 1. So a CPU roll, 50-50 would keep him alive.
Why? What's the damage in the next?
So 2 mortal wounds have come through straight away. In fact, you can roll those up now for your 4+ to ignore. Mortal wounds. Block both.
Yeah.
In case that can be taken off. And now add Mike, then you only put 1 on, so just leave 1 remaining.
Yeah.
So now the situation is he's going to die because it's D3 plus 3. So if you want to roll a command reroll of a 50-50 to keep him alive.
Right. Come on. 4.
Big roll. Oh, again and again. Oh, you can't kill him. And you are going to count as objective secured holding that objective.
Yeah.
Right. Plasma. Ooh. For all these wounds, there could be trouble. 2 wounds do come through. Down to 4+ vulnerable saves. So 3 wounds a time. 1 comes through. It's going to slay 1. This is desperate stuff. We haven't killed them. We haven't killed him. So this is causing real trouble for the tower. The commander's going to split and do a clever double shot with him. So we're going to go 2 shots into each man. Yeah. So go for the left-hand man first of all. And then the right-hand man. So it's hold facing 4. Reroll this one. Okay, it's 2-2. Right-hand man, double wound. Left-hand man, double wounds. Maxed out again for the 3rd turn in a row. You couldn't ask for more.
So
for Ghost Tide.
Left-hand man?
The left-hand man, Snake Eyes. The right-hand man.
Oh, we're starting.
Blocked 1.
What's the damage?
D6 plus 2.
So don't roll a 1.
Yeah. So the left-hand man is this. So he's gone. I didn't even need to roll that. And the right-hand man is 6 plus 2, 8. Right, he's killed both of them. Ghost Tide. What an absolute epic hero that he is. Well done. He's cleared that objective for the tower. Well done. So yeah, I'm going to try and clear away the 1 Custode now with the... Yeah, with the Crisis Battlesuits. So I like to fire everything into him. So Fusion Blasters. I'll Tau Sept now. Doesn't help. Oh, didn't need to. That's the command reroll. Or the real ones for the commander. Trying to wound. 1 wound does come through. This could be it. 4+. 50-50. Single dice. Got him. Take him off. It's D6 plus 2. 7 wounds. Pulverised. More golden glitter here across this side of the board.
Just this big custodian print on the wall.
Okay, gone. Remove them from play. You've got no CP left. Can't make any kind of moves. Could have gone for, if I had the CP, the jetpack move onto that to cause trouble. Objective secured, but that's not the case here. So we've actually cleared that side quite good. Struggling across here and here, so there's trouble going on. This objective has not been claimed now by the tower. We have got this one quite comfortable. That one's quite comfortable. So some points will still flow through. No charges to take place. I think that's going to mark the end of the turn. No morale. Going to be any kind of issues here. What we'll do is we'll calculate points. See what the tower managed to pick up at this stage of the game. All right, so calculating points here for the tower. We've got some points coming. Just 4 for primaries, though. 3 kill points were picked up, though, because we destroyed Alaris Turner. Just going to have to check that one, because there was 1 unit that split into 6. So we'll check the wording, see if we can find out the situation with that.
Separate.
Mike reckons they become separate, but we'll double check for sure. Nephilim data points starting to come in for that one now. I've achieved 2 of those. So total is 22 points to the tower. It is a pretty low score. It means we need 26 points still outstanding if we are to make it through to the final 8. We're going to turn 4 now. This is going to go right to the wire here, I think, especially for the tower. It does. Mike's given the thumbs up. Okay, so the tower. Right, we have picked up those points then. So 26 points to pick up for the tower. Mike needs 7. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Custodes. Okay, so turn 4, Mike's done it. He's got 8 points, which he only needs 7. As for holding those 2 objectives across there, so that's 8 points. Well done. The Custodes will make it through to the last 8 here. The battle still rages. Custodes won't sheathe their swords yet. There's still fighting to be done. But we reckon, just calculate and look around the board, the Tau may well make it through. 26 points. They've got a couple of turns to go, and if they can just keep points coming in for primaries, then they should be okay. Mike's shifted up this direction where he's trying to disrupt firepower and take them on in close combat. There's an objective just under there. He wants to try and bring down the hammerhead, so the lone Alaris Terminator is going to go in. Then across here, not much he can do. Trajan's moved up, and that's pretty much it. There's not much really left on the board for the Custodes, but task done for them. They have done well to chase that total down. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Alright, shooting phase complete. Just took out one of the breaches across here. That's firepower from these. And stripped a wound off a long strike. And 2 drones slain by Trajan Valoris. Charges next. Right, charges have gone ahead. These have gone in. Overwatched across here with a long strike, but failed to get any hits against the Alaris Terminator. Who's actually declared against both hammerheads, so those have been disrupted. Now my heavy gun's been disrupted by these small model units, and that's it. Trajan Valoris command re-rolled the charge, but failed to make it in. We'll resolve these combats next. Alright, so combat's resolved. Shield drone took some of the damage. That was absorbed some damage, was destroyed, and then there should be another wound on him, because it's 2 damage a time with a spear. Then we attacked back, actually caused a wound. Then across here, 2 wounds caused in close combat against long strike, but not destroying him, and that is it. Combat's done. Calculate points now on turn 4 here for the Custodes, then we'll go on to Tau turn 4. 48 to the Custodes, so they've done it. 22 points to the Tau. They've got a 26 point total to chase. We'll do our turn 4, see what the situation is. Might better resolve the rest of the game after that. We'll go on to Tau turn 4, see what they can do. Number of bits to mop up here. So we're entangled in a variety of combats. We can clear those up and concentrate on raking points. And the Tau should be okay, but we'll see. This could be very close indeed, but we'll see what happens. Turn 4 for the Tau next. Alright, so for the Tau, I had 4 points picked up for primaries. Sorry, 8 points picked up for primaries. Controlled 2. This one and that one across there. That's certainly going to help us. Chasing 26, now chasing 18. Nephilim data, I've got to get on with this. So I've done this one across here. I've needed their firepower, but I don't want to risk them surviving and charging in and causing havoc. So we're just going to go for the action now. I was going to go off here chasing glory, but no. We're going to go across here. That Terminator has to go. I need to clear that home objective. So the commander and the Comiskey crisis team have shifted across. I'm out of Montcart now, so just normal moves being done by these, 8 and 10. Shifting across to take him down. The tank's backing out of close combat. Had delusions of grandeur, trying to blast him to pieces, but electing to back out of close combat and let the commander try and finish him off. Mike's trying to conjure up one final command point here to be used. The Emperor's Auspice.
No.
Stop the rerolls. Backing out of combat across here. Moving across and getting into Mike's deployment zone to give us points for behind enemy lines and still provide some firepower support across in this direction. Nephilim data has now been done in those 3. Is that table quarter across there we didn't manage to reach, and it looks like we're not going to get it here for the battle, but we've done 3 out of 4. This movement's done. We're going to firepower next. So nothing personal. The commander's going to fire into the into the Alaris Terminator. So what do you want to do?
It's either transhuman or Emperor's Auspice.
There's a couple of options. So far, I'm running on maxed hits and wounds 3 turns in a row. Ghost Tide is the man. The man of the hour.
Built in rerolls, hasn't he?
He does. Mike could try and shut that down with the Emperor's Auspice. Reroll hits and wounds. But I'll be hitting you on 2s and wounding you on 3s anyway. Or Mike could try and protect the Terminator. He's still got 3 wounds left.
So I could make it that you're wounding me on 4s.
But then it's re-rollable.
Do you know what? 3.
Oh, you just...
No rerolls.
You just let the dice decide. Shutting the rerolls down. Looking for 2s. So can't do anything about that one. Looking for 3s. There you go. It's time for the Terminator to go. 3 dice, need 4s. Always block 2 on 2 6s. How defiant. The final dice roll to kill him off. No, 2 wounds caused. He lives. Well done. Oh boy. Right, we'll go to the Comiskey Crisis team here. Try and finish him off. We'll just rapidly move on here. Plasma rifles. All hit. All wounded. Nice. There we go. Got him. Okay. Target destroyed. Hasty. I declared their firepower across there. That was a shot in anger. Neglected to put some firepower onto these. We'll resolve the rest of the firepower. I got some breaches, got him, got a volley from those. No, I don't have a volley from them because I'm doing datering. We'll press on. Firepower to come here for the tower. It's a bit disrupted, a bit panicky from them. Okay, should have caught it on camera. This guy here, what a hero. 4 shots coming through. Used Markerlight ability, plastered the target of Markerlights. 3 to hit, got 3 hits. Then Tau Sect reroll one of them, got the 4 hits. Got 4 wounds coming through on the dice. Mike failing 3 of his invuln saves. So 1d6 damage took out one, and then 2d6 took out the other. And then all of a sudden we've got the wipeout on that objective. I think that's going to conclude the game. Mike's force is now backed off into that corner. They've done enough to qualify, so it's mission accomplished for them. And then what we'll be able to do is calculate points now for turn 4 for the tower, and then project forwards what they would pick up on their turn 5 and see if it's enough. I think it should be. Yeah, tower have done enough. We're okay. We've both made it through. So 8 points picked up for primaries, 2 kill points coming through. Nephilim data takes us to 8 points in total. Behind enemy lines, 2 units down here, so that's another 4 points coming for it. Takes us to 40. With a turn in hand, we're going to pick up points for primaries. More behind enemy lines coming through. We haven't even calculated points for no prisoners, so the tower will glide through to the final 8 here. They've done it as well. So both sides have made it through. They will qualify. The 2 armies to suffer and be knocked out will be Adeptus Mechanicus out, and so too, despite all their efforts, the Space Wolves. They've been relegated as well. Taking their place will be the Tau and the Adeptus Custodes. So what we'll do, that's all qualifying games done. Sadly, some factions we ran out of time, didn't qualify with those. Some of the players here had armies, we didn't have time to enter them in. I've left some armies out as well, such as the Eldar. Sadly, they've just run out of time to get those qualified. But all qualifying games have been played. We've got our final 8. What I'll do is we'll show you the chart, we'll adjust it here. The next stage will be the draw, so we'll randomise as much as we can the next games coming up. We'll switch now from qualifying over to sudden death. So it's going to be a knockout stage. The winner goes through and the loser is eliminated. And we'll work our way through to the grand final to establish this season's channel champion. There's a right mixture of stuff, a lot of Xenos. A lot of Xenos stuff this season. It's open for anybody. Number of factions looking particularly strong. But I would say all the armies that are qualified, they're all capable of winning. They're all good enough.
Yeah.
Don't kick yourself, Mike. Even your Custodes could do it. When they dig their heels in, they are as stubborn as the Necrons, for sure. I'll call out the patrons at silver level. That's Dawson Backen, David Hurd, Denny Wright, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Peter Goodall, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, and Zachary Lee. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. Units of the game?
I'm going to go with the bikes and the Termies, I think.
Okay, bikes and Alaris Terminators. Yeah, there's a heavy investment in those, but they're useful enough for sure. Firepower, close combat, speed, maneuverability with the bikes. The Alaris Terminators, some good shenanigans going on with those. The ability to split them up. Great for behind enemy lines. A real good unit for deep striking in. And then for the tower, my instant choice, Commander Ghosttide. I mean, the guy's just solid. Showing off with his fusion blasters, picking off one target after the next. Yeah. So a good show from him. And his loyal bodyguard, the Comiskey Crisis team, who have served him well in this game. So well done. That's Ben Shaw on Ghosttide in this battle. But a real core part of this tower, it really does revolve around that part of the force. So that's units of the game for both sides. I'll calculate the final points for this particular battle, and then we'll take a look at the leaderboard. All right, so what we've done is we've projected onto turn 5. Yeah, if this was a knockout game, the Tau have won. They've won on points, but it doesn't matter. It's the total here for this battle. So points-wise, let's see if you can make heads or tails of this. So for the Tau, we'll do Mike's first of all. So strong on primaries. Just a good steady flow coming from one turn to the next. So 38 points in total. A few points picked up for wipeouts. Tau casualties as far as units being wiped out entirely was actually quite low. It's not many coming in for that. So 38 points on primaries. Behind enemy lines, 10 points picked up. So that worked out well. That's the Alaris Terminators helping out with that one. Retrieve Nephilim data, 8 points picked up for that. And the Auric Mortalis could have been glorious, but 0 on that one. So 56 points in total. For the Tau, we raked in points at the end of the game, so it worked out okay for them in the end. So 8 there, then 4, we struggled on turn 3, and then turns 4, and then turn 5, just doing a lot better. Kill points was quite strong for the Tau, so actually got to 40. No prisoners, I quite like that one. You're getting rewarded for killing stuff. 9 points in total, was over 80 wounds caused of non-vehicle, non-character stuff, and they got a bonus point as well, so 9 points. Nephilim data, we did get 8 of those, just about struggled with that one. It was tricky, disruptive stuff going on, but got 8 points. Then behind enemy lines, thanks to these, raked in 8 points in total. That took us to 65 points, so we've actually won the battle here for the Tau, and we've got past our 48 points total that we're after. Mike has glided past his 40 points required as well. So both armies qualify here for the final stage, so we will get to see Mike's Custodes fighting again. Armies can, what we're saying is throughout the qualifying rounds, armies can adjust and change their lists, but once we now reach the knockout stage, lists will be finalised, and you'll stick with that list all the way through to as far as they can get. So you look out for those knockout battles, hopefully some nice tense, close, epic games with so much at stake, a crown to be taken by one faction or the other. We have the Custodes, they're in to help represent the Imperium, fighting against the Xenos and the Grey Knights.
Grey Knights, yes, that's also that.
No Space Marines though, Mike. Space Wolves are out. So it's Xenos and Chaos that make up the rest. But I think a strong domination here by Xenos factions. So we'll show you the leaderboard next. Alright, so this is the current situation. We've adjusted the table accordingly. All the games have been played like so. So Orcs at the top, Necrons, Thousand Suns, then Tom's Grey Knights. Mike's Necrons are in. So there's 2 Necron armies for the knockout stage. Drakari comfortably in. Tau Empire by a point goes 7th. Mike's Custodes making it in here at 8th, and then relegated to Space Wolves, Admech, Blood Angels, and Tyranids. So the next stage will be the draw, where you will randomise as much as we can to see who plays who in the knockout stage. So the battle's finished. The smoke begins to clear. Xenos here triumphing just about against Adeptus Custodes, but both armies making it through to the knockout stage. The plan then, you can keep a lookout for the draw. We'll make it into a video, and you'll be able to see which armies are facing which, and I'll give you an idea of the knockout stage that is to come as we start to wrap up Season 10 battle reports. As mentioned already, to catch all the action, it's channel membership, roughly half the games, and then YouTube for the others. And then usually at the end of the year, hopefully is the plan, we'll get to see the grand final to see who will take the channel crown. Will it be Chaos? Will it be Xenos? Will it be the Imperium? We'll have to see, but only one army can be left standing, and only one faction can be crowned channel champions for our Season 10 battle reports. Great game, thanks for watching, and tune in next time.